Hello everyone, and welcome back to our FFG Live for today. We're going to be playing the Drowned City Investigator Expansion. We will not be playing the Drowned City, campaign expansion. We've got a little while until we break into that. But I'm your host, Xander Taylor. I'm joined today by some very familiar faces for you, fans of Arkham. We've got game designer Nick Corey to my left, game designer Duke Harris. And what is your official title now, Kate, before I introduce you?
I'm the game design manager.
Game design manager.
Of Living Card Games.
Of Living Card Games. Really cool. So we've got Kate Morgan here to join us. We'll lead us sick. So Kate, last minute filled in, and you're ready, right? You know exactly what this investigator does.
I got
Completely, yeah.
Yeah, we're super confident. We're really excited.
I love playing Guardian. It's mostly straightforward. Mostly.
Fight things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me something to punch.
Well, we're really excited to start showing off what some of these investigators from the Drowned City do. But before we jump into what scenario we're playing today, who we're all playing with, we do have a very special teaser from Aconite Books. So we're going to throw this up on screen real quick, and I believe it's a cover reveal for something people might be hotly anticipating. So let's do that.
Cool.
Oh, that's super exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, look forward to some more news on our socials later today about that and some of the website stuff. But I think that is that the first time you all have seen that cover? For
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a reveal for both you all and us. I luckily saw it beforehand, but I'm super excited for
It looks
another
great.
tie-in novel, right? To go with the Drowned City. And so, do you have any teasers or anything you want to drop about the tie-in novels or anything, or just leave it as a mystery for now?
I mean, I'd just say definitely read the novels because they'll give you a lot of perspective on the campaign when it comes out. I think definitely worked very closely with folks coordinating the story, so you'll definitely get a lot more out of the campaign if you're familiar with the novels and the events.
Awesome. I'm really excited to check it out when it comes out. So yeah, stay tuned for some more information on that and on who April May is. All right, so I believe that's our only other announcement we have before we get into this. But yes, of course, somebody mentioned in the chat, spoil some more cards. I know that Nick built some of these decks and put a lot of new cards in them, so we're really excited to do that too.
I put some new cards in them, yes. But the investigators themselves, I think this is the first time we're playing with them, so that's exciting.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Yeah, I mean, before we talk about the investigators we're playing, do we want to talk about what scenario we're playing and why it was chosen? Nick, I know you kind of outweighed the rest of us on what we were playing and said it's just a personal favorite and all that.
I don't know. Okay, all right. We are playing Murder at the Excelsior Hotel today.
Yes.
Why? Why? We're playing it because I said that's what I want to play on stream.
Yep.
No, I didn't say that. No, this is a scenario that I designed as a freelancer some years ago. I'm sure a lot of you who play Arkham have at least heard of it, if are not familiar with it. It's a fun scenario that really kind of tests all the different facets of an Arkham investigator. So there's combat, there's clue getting, but there's also a lot of parlay elements. And it's a mystery that changes every time you play it. And we put Xander, who has not played this scenario before, as the lead investigator, so he is the one who has committed the titular murder at the Excelsior Hotel. We'll get into
They didn't tell me what it meant to be the lead. They just said who's going to be the lead, and they're like, it'll be Xander, it'll be great, trust me. So we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're super excited to play this, and so, again, we're all playing as new investigators from Drowned City Investigator Box.
Yep.
And so do we just want to go around the table, and for maybe those who are at home that don't know who these investigators are yet, you could just kind of say, name and their ability and what we'll kind of be doing with them.
Sure.
Nick, do you want to go first?
I will. I am playing Michael McGlenn, the gangster. His ability is reaction after you spend one or more ammo from a firearm asset, gain one resource. Limit once per firearm asset per round. So his whole goal is to shoot as many different guns as possible to get as much cash as he can.
Love it.
Those who are familiar with how Nick plays know he loves to play with guns.
I am not the Guardian this time, so take note of that, chat.
Range. He's got
The
range.
closest thing to a Guardian
Yeah,
you get
basically.
would be a Guardian.
He is very clearly, I'm wearing green. Michael is the rogue. I branch out.
He's called Mr. Gunn.
Got levels.
That's a really good. It's very succinct. It's to the point. Great nickname. So I'm playing as Lucius Galloway, the poet. My abilities: after I successfully evade an enemy by 2 or more, I can discover 1 clue at my location. Limit once per round. So evading, getting clues, normal seeker stuff I got going on here, and I love succeeding. So doing it really well feels great to me.
Right.
There's also an Aconite novel that's a Lucius tie-in as well.
Yes.
That's about Lucius.
Yeah. So if you want to learn more about Lucius, go check it out. It's really cool.
I'm playing George Barnaby, the lawyer, but this version of George Barnaby I've heard some chatter about is definitely leaning in more to his identity as someone who's lost on a boat out at sea and traveling around. But anyways, his ability is that he's got a weird ability where he can stow cards underneath him, and his max hand size is equal to the number of cards underneath him. So he's doing a lot of discarding, putting cards underneath him, and playing around with hand size, kind of like changing tides, so to speak.
Thematic, almost like he designed it that way, right?
I'm really excited to play him.
I'm dying to see how he does.
Right
All
on.
right.
And I'm playing as Marion. Marion and Lucius are the 2 new investigators in this expansion, and Marion really loves to play events. So after you play an event, during your turn, you may draw a card. Then I may play another event. So I really can, I want to build my deck according to that, and I'm really going to lean into that in this game.
Very cool. All right. Well, we're going to jump into this in a second, but I know that people were calling out in the chat. I forgot this is our first Arkham stream here in the new studio. So for those of you joining our streams for the first time this year, this is our new studio that we got set up. Shout out to Alex Brown behind the camera, our creative producer who got this all put together. It looks real good. It's just a nice place to be in.
Really is,
A
yeah.
little refresh.
Very slick.
Yeah, we could put all the cool new art pieces behind. Duke, I believe you picked this art piece for today?
Oh yeah, it's actually, if you're looking for a Drowned City spoiler, this is one of my favorite art pieces from the Drowned City campaign. So look forward to whatever that's going to mean for what you have to be up against.
And that's a tough choice because there's a lot of really good art in the Drowned
So
City.
incredible.
But yeah, I agree. That one is very striking.
Yeah, it's making me nervous already. So that's good. Cool. So for those of you in the chat, it looks like most people know Murder at the Excelsior Hotel as a scenario and everything, but I'm sure we might have some new people either watching now or in the future. So Nick, do you want to give us a little overview before we read the act and agenda cards to kind of set the stage for what we're doing today?
Certainly. So in Murder at the Excelsior Hotel, the lead investigator, or rather, the Excelsior Hotel has been subject to a lot of bizarre happenings, disappearances, strange rumors and stories circulating through Arkham. And the lead investigator, in this case Lucius Galloway, gets a letter from someone in the know, just an anonymous person on the street. They bump into them and they get this little note saying, "Hey, I have answers. Come meet me at room 225 in the Excelsior Hotel." And Xander, playing Lucius, had the bright idea of saying, I'm not going to go by myself. I'm going to take my 3 friends with me. So at the start of the scenario, Lucius is in room 225 where they're meeting with this person. The person is rambling and going on all this stuff. Lucius is having a very hard time paying attention to it all. And then Lucius blacks out. And when he wakes up, he has a bloody dagger in his hand, and the person he was meeting is lying dead on the floor in front of him. And so the whole crux of the scenario is figuring out, finding the leads, finding evidence that we need, and figuring out what led to that series of events, why this took place. There's 5 different leads, and those are going to determine the outcome. So there's 10 different final acts that could be what was responsible for these events. So it's supposed to change kind of every time you play it, which is exciting. And I'm excited to see what we get this time, because I have a favorite, and I'm kind of hoping it shows up. So we'll see.
Oh, man. Well, I'm in danger already. That feels good.
You are, yeah.
You are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect. Well, I'm excited to check it out. So we've already, shuffled up, got our first hands. So do we want to hop right into this?
Yeah, we wanted to read the agenda and the act. Do you want to, or shall I?
I was going to hand it to you.
Okay.
Dude. You've got a voice for this.
Agenda 1A, the murder. When you come to, you are standing over the man's body. You recoil immediately at the grisly sight. Multiple stab wounds perforate his chest. Blood spills onto the floor. What the hell happened here? And why can't you remember a thing? And Act 1A is aptly named, What Happened? Your head is spinning as you try to make sense of the situation. Empty bottles are scattered about the room. Your hands tingle. The shadows seem to coil and writhe around you. Were you drugged, or is this something else entirely? There's an ability on here where we spend 4 clues as a group to draw the top card of the leads deck, which is how we'll figure out what's going on. And the objective is, if the investigators control 2 lead assets, advance.
Okay.
And Lucius, you're in this room with this awful crime scene, so I don't know. I feel like the action's with
Oh,
you.
man.
Yeah, check out room 225 and see what you can do there.
So I've got the ability to test 3 different skills here. I'm best at agility, which is not one of them. Real bummer for that.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. So let's go with the book. So I'm testing a 3. If I succeed, I remember that the investigators tidied up the room.
Yeah, maybe read all the abilities just in
Okay.
case. Then
Yeah.
decide how you want to
So the
approach
first one is I test will, and if I succeed, I remember that the investigators cleaned up the blood, and then strength. Remember that the investigators hid the body, and the final one, which is the one I think I'll be doing, is I tidied up the room.
it. So you have the opportunity to clean up the blood, tidy up the room, and hide the body if you want.
I think I would love to.
Okay.
Whether or not I can do that is a whole nother trick here.
But we also need 4 clues that we need 8 clues total because we want to get 2 leads. You start in 225, the rest of us start down in the foyer.
I've
So
got so much more work to do than all of
you do. Well, I mean, maybe we'll get up there and help you at some point.
Yeah, I would
so.
love for you to join me.
But I think, why don't you go ahead and go first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go first. Oh boy, I think, knowing what I know about Lucius, do I want to start investigating right away, or do I want to, get my tone?
Well, question to you all, are we all in the mood for some good weather? Because I could, I have a forecast, and it's that we might have +2 to a certain skill for the entire round if we feel like we can make the most of it. Otherwise, we can
Yeah.
save it for next round.
That feels like it could be good.
Are you
Start
all
off on a high
going to
note.
do some skill tests off the
Yeah.
bat? Okay. Well, Georgie B predicts good weather. This is a new card that was already spoiled. But fast, play after the investigation phase begins, group limit 1 play. Put it next to the agenda deck and choose a skill. While this card is in play, each investigator gets +2 to the chosen skill. When the investigation phase begins, we'll discard good weather. So this will be good for a full round of whatever skill. It sounds like maybe if we're trying to get a bunch of clues, intellect might be a good skill.
Sure.
Do we want to say that?
I'll need a buff, so that would be good.
Okay. Well, all right. Everyone has +2 to intellect for this one
Fantastic.
round
Great.
only.
Wow, look at us go. Well,
What are you
Might
going to do
as
with
well
that? Yeah, plus
yeah,
2 int.
I mean, it made my best skill even better. But I think I still think I have a little bit of time up here, so
Sure.
I do think I want to pay the 2. I didn't grab the rest of my resources, but I'll pay 2
Okay.
to do the research librarian, to search my deck for a tome asset and add it to my hand, because I just want to have that for later.
Very nice.
As I was told, this is important. And then I read the card and went, oh yeah, you're absolutely correct. So I grabbed the Book of Verse, which is the Lucius Galloway deck only, uses 1 inspiration.
Xander, I'm
Yes.
sorry, I have to inform you. Actually, his name isn't Lucius according to the community. The community have dubbed him Tim Beige.
That's
So-
right.
Beige. I'm so sorry.
Beige.
That was a misspeaking on me. It should say Tim. That's
Monsignor Beige, your journal, I presume.
no. Yes, my journal, my book of verse, and so I will be adding that to hand. Excited to have this research librarian hanging out with me now, though. Anyway, so since I had this, intellect boost, let's just do that right now. I am currently a 6 on a 3, which feels pretty great. I don't think
Seems
I need
good.
to spend any cards on that.
Yeah.
Please don't do this to me. All right, got
Hey!
-3. That's exactly what we needed.
All right. So we're remembering that the investigators did what?
Tidied up the room.
Tidied up the
Tidied
room.
up the room.
So the blood and the body are still there, but hey, the room's in good condition.
It is just
Other
two-
than all the blood.
Yeah, besides those 2 things,
Yeah.
we're feeling great. Cool. Should I, with my final action here, it feels right to grab a clue since I have such a great, boost instead of, going for anything else that's not boosted currently.
Sure.
I'll go for, this is a 6 on a 3 as well.
Yes.
I'm feeling confident.
Yeah. I mean, great start so far.
I don't need to spend anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elder Thing, -3. If you fail and there is an innocent enemy in the victory display, take a horror. Well, you didn't fail and there's no innocence in the victory display, so
Yeah.
you're good.
I'm not even worried about it. That would be 1 clue for Lucius Galloway.
Nice.
Or Tim Beige.
Tim Beige.
Sorry, Tim Beige.
Lucius
AKA
Tim Beige
Lucius.
Galloway.
Lucius Tim Beige. I'm
As
going to
his
do that from
full
now
name
on.
Here's just entered the chat.
Oh yeah, hi mom.
Oh, that's cute. That's it for me then.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
go first because I think what I do might assist the two of you as well. So first things first, I do Underworld Market, which at the start of my turn, I reveal the top 2 cards of my market deck, and I can spend a resource to draw one of them, and then I place the other 2 underneath my deck. I have the Colt, Vest Pocket, and Contraband. I'll spend a resource to bring the Colt into hand, and then I'll bury the Contraband.
Yeah.
Next, I'm going to spend 2 resources to play Bank Job. So my first 2 actions are playing this because it's a double card. The 3 of us gain 8 resources distributed as I wish. I'm already down to 2, so I'm probably going to take 4. Are you two fine taking 2 resources each?
That would be great.
Just gaining 2 resources? All right.
Cool. Amazing.
Presents, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Wait, are we fine getting free stuff? Yeah.
Are you fine if I hand you $2? Will you be okay with that? So that was 2 actions. I'm going to fast play my leather jacket, which gives me +2 health soak. And then I have a 3rd action just sitting there. I don't want to play the Colt Vest Pocket yet. There's no enemies in play. I don't need a weapon out. And I've got +2 int.
Yeah.
Mickey is literally 3 times as smart as he normally is for this round only, so maybe I'll just try and investigate at 3 int to 2 shroud, right? Nothing could go wrong with that.
Yeah. We're succeeding really well so far, so let's keep going.
Yeah. There's a skull, which is -X. X is the number of guest enemies in play, which is 0. So that is a success. For the first time in his entire career, Michael McGlenn gets 1 clue.
I love that. Love that for you.
Yeah, I know, it's great. I feel so smart. That's the end of my turn, so whoever wants to go next.
Well, I can go next.
All right.
George is going to immediately get out his trusty magnifying glass.
Makes sense.
He senses that there's something wrong in this foyer. So for my first actual action, I'm 5, I'm 7 versus 2, and I'm going to investigate committing a deduction. So 8 versus 2 with a deduction. Come on, come on, come on. Well, an auspicious beginning, everyone. Auspicious
happen.
beginning.
Glad it was on Duke.
I deserved it.
You did before the stream started say that you were going to pull that immediately. Or that or another token. You were like, I'll fail right off the bat. So I'm glad it happened.
Get it out of the way now. Get it out of the way.
Okay, yeah.
It's only coming up Millhouse from here on out.
Exactly. Second action, I'll investigate again. 7 versus 2. Elder Sign.
Oh, crazy.
I get to draw a card.
The high highs and the low lows
Yeah.
of Arkham Horror. Perfect.
Right, yeah.
Last action, I'm going to investigate again. 7 versus 2. +1.
Nice.
Hey. Take that.
What a
soldier.
turn.
One more
Great.
clue.
So George got 2 clues.
I got 2
I'm
clues out of
going
that.
to try for that
George.
last one now.
And Lucius also has 1 clue.
All right. I'm going to first add Safeguard.
And Michael has
did.
1 clue.
Perfect.
Oh, yep, okay.
Got it
All
updated?
good, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, added Safeguard. I'm going to go ahead and commit Unexpected Courage to that skill test. And then I have that 2 buff from you, right? Thank you. So I am testing now 6 versus 2.
Seems good.
What are you at? You're 3, 5,
Oh.
and then +2 again. Like, you could just do it like 5 over 2. Like, that's really good odds.
So
if you
not
wanted
even
to
just
save
hang on
that.
to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what that gets me. The 5 over 2 first.
3 over is generally pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a comfortable place to be.
It felt great.
There you
Hey.
go.
Nice.
Look at
Marion.
us.
I got a
Giving you the extra
clue.
3.
Marion gets a clue.
So as an action, we can spend 4 clues as a group to draw the top card of the leads deck. That is our
Are we ready to do
objective
that?
currently. It would be on your turn, so it'd be one of your 3 actions to do.
That would be my last turn. I'm okay with doing that.
Okay. So spend 4 clues
I'll spend
between
that.
us.
And then Mickey.
And Kate, this is the lead.
Oh, boy.
That you draw
Nice.
one
What
of
do
2.
you find?
A Time-Worn Locket. Lead, Charm, Revelation, put into play in your play area. When I'm defeated, I will give control of this locket to another investigator.
So don't get defeated.
Yeah.
Try not to. Try my best. All right.
That was the investigator phase, right?
Yes.
No enemies in play, so we go right to upkeep. Everybody gain a resource, draw a card.
I want to answer some questions before we get into the next thing. I know people were mentioning Gloria and wanting to see her played on stream. Can we commit to playing Gloria when we play through the Drowned City scenario, one of the scenarios on stream next?
Yeah, we can
All right,
definitely
great.
do that.
Then that's your word from Duke's mouth that we will play Gloria.
You can hold
on
him
stream
to
that
it.
time.
I would love to play Gloria for chat.
Oh.
She's one of my favorites. Oh, all right, fine.
Yes. Okay, Nick will play Gloria on stream next time. So that's super exciting there. We also had some people questioning about the release dates. We can't say anything today, but I believe we'll have news next week. We're going to be coming back, and Duke will actually be joining us next week on stream for something a little special. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, I believe our live stream schedule will be going live for February. So we'll have a little news on that.
Yeah.
Thanks for your patience.
All right, let's go in and keep going.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So
We've
everybody
entered-
did the upkeep phase.
Yeah. And here's the thing about George is, again, like I have this weird varied like hand size.
Yeah.
So when I have to discard a card because of all the stuff that happens in upkeep being over hand size, I can stow it underneath me and then do my weird ninjutsu. So that's what happened.
Nice.
But anyways, now we are entering the Mythos phase.
And we have a little change of scenery.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that.
Spooky.
Spooky.
All right, so 1 Doom out of 3 on the agenda, so pretty low Doom threshold on this first agenda.
Look at this.
And then our encounter cards, starting with Xander.
We've experienced a vibe shift.
The vibes have absolutely
You know.
shifted and have not gotten better.
I'm going to put this here actually so I can
Perfect.
better.
All right. Well, we've got noxious fumes. Revelation in player order. Each investigator at your location must choose, it's just me, to test agility or strength. Let's go with agility. To attempt to flee before the gas fills the room. If I succeed, move to a connecting location. If it fails, take 2 damage. Oh, okay.
This is everybody's favorite card in Murder at the Excelsior Hotel.
5 on a 3, but I really
People have sent me many messages on Discord telling me how much they love this card.
no threats, right? It's just
No.
like messages,
Yeah, it's all thank you so much for designing a card that can hit every investigator at the same location.
Those are my favorite.
To which I say you're welcome.
There you go. All right, so I'm going to commit quick-witted, I think, because I want to get some in my discard pile anyway, and I don't want to take damage.
Smart.
So this is a new Drowned City card that some people
This
may
is-
not have seen.
Let's put this out here and see if we can do a zoom in on this card right here.
If we need to take it out of the sleeve,
Yeah,
we
I'll take it out
can.
of the sleeve too.
Sure.
I think it may have already been spoiled, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it has or not.
Has
I've
it
lost
not?
track of. I don't know. I've lost track of what has been spoiled and what hasn't. Chat will let us know.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I think it might have been.
So Quick-Witted is a myriad card with an int and agility icon on it. It's innate, and it gains an int and agility for each other copy of Quick-Witted in your discard pile. So after the skill test ends, you can shuffle it into your deck. Each copy of Quick-Witted in your discard pile into your deck.
Love it.
So yeah,
I'm excited. All right. I don't know if I'm not going to discard it or shovel it back in for sure, but I am at 6 on a 3. Where's the bag? 6 on a 3 hasn't failed me yet. I'm going to say that out loud. I'm brave. And
Hey!
0. No fail again. Let's go. All right.
You got
So
any negative
you-
4s in there?
You may move to a connecting location now because you're escaping the room.
I would love to, I think.
You can go to the second floor hallway, which connects down to the foyer, or you can go over to the balcony.
Yeah, I'm not very good at any of the rest of those tests in room 225, besides getting clues.
Yeah.
But let's check out this second floor hall.
Okay.
So we'll move to there. So second floor hall is revealed. After you enter this location, I may immediately move to a connecting location. If I do, reveal a random token from the chaos bag. If any of those symbols are revealed, draw the top card of the encounter deck.
So you can free move at the risk of another encounter card.
do you
I'm
want to
gonna
join
stay
us in the
still.
foyer?
No, I'm
for
gonna-
more noxious fumes.
No, I'm good on the noxious fumes.
Dragging the noxious fumes to us.
I am staying away from all of you.
Probably
Perfect.
smart.
All right, I drew Violent Outburst. Revelation, if there are no humanoid enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a humanoid enemy, draw it, and shuffle the encounter deck. Which that's what I'm going to do because there are none in play. Let's see what I've got. We want something we can hit, right? Like we don't want to put an innocent out there.
I would prefer that.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to get some conspicuous staff. They're making themselves known. They spawn at the nearest crime scene, which the nearest crime scene to our location is room 225, where you just were.
Yeah.
So that is an enemy that it does not have the innocent trait. So as far as we can tell, we are clear
Clear to
to smash the conspicuous staff. That is my turn.
Do they have the guilty trait then? Is
They
that what you're
do.
saying?
Yes, they do. Yeah, that's an errata.
Someone asked for the card number on Quick-Witted, which is card number 42.
Ah, okay.
Great question.
Yeah. And the art is an obvious homage to one of my favorite scenes in cinema history. But anyways,
So good.
I think you get the
It's
next
me
encounter
now?
card.
All right. Treachery time. I'm so excited.
If the table lets you.
Fumes.
The table lets
fumes,
me.
Fumes.
Blood on your hands. Terror.
Yay.
Revelation. Test intellect 2. Increase the difficulty of this test by 1 for each innocent enemy in the victory display. Good on that. If you fail, take 2 horror. If you are at a crime scene location, you must also choose and discard. So just need to test intellect versus 2.
And you still get the +2 bonus from good weather.
So you're a 5 on
Great.
2.
Oh, okay, I feel great about this. I feel great about this, chat. We'll see. What's my option? Where is the?
What is it? Take 2 horror. So yeah, if you fail, take 2 horror.
Okay, but it's not multiply because there's no innocent enemies.
No.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's no innocence in the victory display. You're not at a crime scene, so you just get the basic
Ouchie.
effect.
Okay.
And I got incriminating evidence. Revelation attached to the nearest non-crime scene location. Attached location gains the crime scene trait and gets +2 shroud. When you successfully investigate attached location as a reaction ability, you can, instead of discovering clues, discard incriminating evidence.
Well, so this location will have +2 shroud, but there's no clues here, so we can't get rid of incriminating evidence. This is just a crime scene for, I think, the rest of the scenario now. Yeah, so in case you can't tell, there's a theme of stuff gets worse at crime scenes, and stuff gets worse if innocent enemies are defeated. I know it's kind of an oxymoron, innocent enemies, but if any of the enemies that have the innocent trait get defeated and go to the victory display, that's going to make the game harder for us as well.
Okay.
Good weather goes away.
Oh.
Oh.
Hate to see that.
Marion has 2 horror on her, so total of 4 left.
Yep.
Four left.
Actually, if you can put them like that.
Yeah.
And then here's your good weather, which gets discarded.
Oh well, it has to end sometime.
And then we're back to the investigation phase.
Love it. That means we'll change the scenery.
Yeah, back to friendly green. Who wants to go first?
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we've got some conspicuous staff. They're not innocent. They're really not innocent.
No.
I can.
You want to go slap them?
Yeah. Do I have to engage them first?
You have to move up to their location, which is 2 locations away.
Oh, okay. Are
However,
they going to move as turns go?
Yeah, but you can also get a free move out of moving through the second floor. You just might draw a nasty card.
I don't think you will. You'll be fine.
Nothing bad happens.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll take those odds.
That's the spirit.
Go,
So
Marion!
for one action, Marion is sprinting to the second floor hall and then into room 225. Before we go any further, you have to draw draw a token from the bag.
Oh boy.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be numbered.
Yeah.
Plus
Yes.
one.
Perfect.
Cool.
You're fine.
Yeah.
No
So now
problem.
the enemy engages you automatically.
Perfect. All right. So
Nice.
then I can play mano a mano, which is an event, which I can deal 2 damage to an enemy engaged with me.
Is that a play only as your first action?
Correct.
So you can't because you
Oh.
moved already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, I got plenty of fighty cards,
But
so
there's
it's
third
fine.
round. Yeah,
I was going to say,
It's
I'm
totally
sure you
fine.
have choices.
Okay, so I will play 1-2 punch instead.
Hey.
I will get +1 fight for this attack, and if I succeed, I may fight the enemy again.
Wow.
And we'll get a boon for that. So I'm fighting for, 3 versus my 4, and +1, so 5 to 3.
5
Feel
to
good
3?
about that? Feel good about that?
Swinging
Pretty
on
good.
him. You got it.
-1, still good? Still good?
Yeah.
1 damage.
So I can hit him again now, and I will get an additional +2 fight, and would deal an additional 1 damage if I succeed.
So now you're 6 on 3 instead of 5 on 3. Skull is -0. Oh, yeah, 0 because there's no
Yeah, there's no
guests in play.
All right,
Yeah.
so still good.
Yeah.
So they dead?
They dead.
Hey, you didn't even have to worry about it. Nice.
That was the murder at the Excelsior Hotel.
The real murders
That's the
were
entire scenario.
That
right?
was it. Yes, thank you for joining us.
the real murders were the conspicuous staff we murdered along the way.
Oh god.
And
Collateral
s-
damage.
Yeah. You still have an action left.
Wow.
Yep,
What should I
and-
do?
Well, 1-2 punch goes in your discard pile.
Oh, yes.
Because you played that.
yes.
And then because you're Marion, you can draw a card
Oh, that's right.
and play another event if
Yeah.
you so choose without using an action.
All my events are fighty, so I can't.
That's fine.
you got the card?
Yeah, you got
I
a
got
card
a
draw.
card, which is nice. So I guess I will. What is my option for that clue? What am I?
So you can investigate against a Shroud of 3 to try and get more clues. However, Lucius already started cleaning up the room. You can hide the body with a combat test of 3 if you
Ooh.
so choose.
That'd be great.
I think
idea.
I'd actually be probably better at that.
Go for it.
Let's do a suggestion.
Before
yeah.
you do that, though, can we go around and just do a quick inventory? It looks like Marion has 4 resources and 2 horror, so like 6 sanity, or 4 sanity remaining. George's 7/7, 5 resources, nothing changed.
8-6 for Lucius, and I have 1 clue.
And 9-5 for Michael, and no clues.
Perfect. So we're all
Clues.
squared away up
oh,
there.
yeah, we got rid of your clues,
We
right?
spent them, yeah.
Spent them. So both Duke and Nick no longer have clues because we got some evidence, right?
Correct.
So it's okay. To go back to hide the body, I have to. It's a fight action.
It's not a fight. It's just test combat 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And you're 4 to 3.
I'm 4 to 3. So should I commit anything to that? You think?
Well, there's no downside to failing. You're just out the action that you're spending to do it.
You got it. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
Tell us,
I
Amy.
can commit unexpected courage.
You can.
Oh,
Okay,
then that's
why don't I
probably
go
a
ahead
good
and do
idea.
that?
Okay. So now you are 6 to 3.
All right. Let's make sure this body gets good and hid.
It's, whoa! If you hit
Cool.
the button,
There you go.
Nice.
You're not just
Right.
putting the rug over it. You're
Right.
actually putting it somewhere.
Right.
Very nice.
No one likes lazy removal of evidence.
If you're gonna do it, you might as
That's
well
what
do
I
it.
always say.
Constantly
All right.
saying that in the
I
office,
know, it's so
weird.
weird. I have that inscribed on
Wow.
something even.
A first productive turn as a guardian. That's good. I
Congratulations!
mean, my both turns have been very productive.
They've been
The
very
beginning of your
productive.
long
Yeah.
and fruitful career as
Yeah.
a cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go next, if that's all right.
That sounds
Start of my turn, I reveal the top 2 cards of my market deck. I reveal the sawed-off shotgun and another Colt vest pocket. Well, I already have one of those in hand, so I'm going to take the sawed-off shotgun into hand at the cost of 1 resource.
You got enough guns to do like gun kata actions at this point.
That's the goal. We will get there eventually. So that was free. First action, I'm going to play Borrowed Time for 1. I have 2 actions left. Borrowed Time, for people who don't know, it is an exceptional rogue ritual. This is an old card, so I'm sure most of you know it. But I can spend an action to put a resource on it as a click. There can be a maximum of 3 clicks on it. And then when my turn begins, I remove all clicks and I gain that many actions for the turn. So I have 2 actions left. There's no enemies in play. I'm not getting any clues, that's for sure. Because Mickey is just he's not a clue getter. And I guess I can action move up to where Lucius is in case Lucius draws. No, you evade, so you don't even need
I'm
me
so
to protect.
fast. Yeah,
You're good.
Don't even worry about it.
I'm going to stay in the foyer, and I'm going to spend my last 2 actions to put 2 clicks on Borrowed Time.
George goes and is like, "Would you like a drink in the restaurant with me?" And then just sees that Mickey's just hanging out.
Checking his pocket watch over and over again. That's my turn.
All right. I can go. So we have 1 clue as a team here, right? And we need 2
We need
pieces of evidence. So
Yep,
4
we need
clue,
3
more
more.
clues.
Yep.
I think I can probably get 2, hopefully. I mean, fingers crossed. But I'm going to pay 2 for Lucius's signature, Book of Verse.
We respect the ambition.
You got to hope for something. That's all we have. So it basically lets me, I have 1 inspiration on this, and anytime I discover a clue, I can replenish it. And after revealing a chaos token during a skill test, I can spend 1 inspiration to get +1 skill value for this skill test. And if I succeed by exactly 0, I draw a card. Great stuff. Love drawing cards.
Yeah.
Love succeeding skill tests. All good things.
And you've been great at both of those so far.
Yeah, not hitting exactly 0, unfortunately.
Well, yeah.
But like, that's good though.
We know
I would
there's
rather
at
be
least
positive.
1 0 in there.
Yes.
And it's waiting for you. It's heart calling out for you.
We'll find out. All right, so I will go ahead and investigate. I am a 4 on a 2. That feels fine because I do have Book of Verse to hopefully,
Yeah.
make up for it if it goes poorly. Please. All right, we got the tablet. -3.
You may place 1 of your clues on your location to treat this as a -1 instead.
I'm actually going to spend this 1 off of Book of Verse to succeed by exactly 0, so I can draw a card and get a clue, and then I can replenish Book of Verse, correct? The inspiration, the first time you discover a clue each round?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Spend 1
that
inspiration,
tablet.
you get. So how this? Yes, you are right. You succeeded by exactly 0. Yep. Perfect.
Just like we planned it. Drew up that play perfectly. All right.
Is it exhaust? It does not exhaust.
It does
You're,
not.
Yeah, so you
So
can
I
keep
just do
going.
once. I'm going to do it again, but hope I don't have to spend the thing off Book of Verse this time.
So Lucius has gotten his 2nd clue now, and we need 2 more to get our next lead.
By the way, what card was that? Oh, cool. Good stuff all around.
I trust your judgment.
Please.
Isn't that a weakness?
I'm just sliding those under the table. I'm not seeing
Yeah.
weaknesses today.
No weaknesses in any of our decks.
-1, so we succeed again. Another clue. So that brings us to the exact number I promised I would get us to.
Wow.
Again, just like we drew it up. Feeling great. And that would be all 3 of my actions. So let's send it over to George.
All right. Again, George is just over all of this, so he's going to go to the restaurant. Okay. There are 4 clues here. For 2 resources, you can order while enduring withering glares of the entire waitstaff. And I can take a horror to heal damage. Interesting. If each location in play is revealed and there are no clues on locations in play, I can place extra clues on there.
Yep. Got to go back to the restaurant to do that.
Well, as it is, George really wants to... He has a good sense of what's in this restaurant because he actually has a nautical chart of the restaurant.
Wow, how'd you draw that up?
It's got a very strange undersea theme, apparently.
He always needs to know where the bathrooms are.
Yeah,
And the exits.
A lot of fountains in there.
Yeah.
The Enchanted Grotto. All right, so I'm 5 and then 6 versus 4.
Okay.
Let me think. I'll go 7 versus 4
Seems good.
with
that's
resourceful
fine.
committed. Oh, and by the way, I stow nautical charts under me and draw a
the
card in
way.
its place. So 6 versus 4, or 7 versus 4. Other side.
Wow.
I get another card.
Twice in one game.
Wow.
We love cards.
And
We
it's-
love cards.
That's one thing to know
Yeah,
about this
both of you
table.
have
We
just
do,
very
yeah.
a lot of going on.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it.
No, I don't need those problems.
You know what? I'm going to return good weather to my hand because I am predicting some nice, cool breezes. All right, so I can
Smooth sailing.
smooth sailing. I'm going to discard a copy of Grim Resolve, even though that's his signature, to discover a second clue here. So I've got
Perfect.
this many clues.
So now George has 2 clues, and Lucius has 3. That puts us at 5 out of the 4 that we need.
Woo.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so that was my move, investigate, and then I'm going to play Cornered for 2
Oh,
resources.
okay.
Okay.
Cornered lets me discard cards from hand to get extra skill value on skill tests.
Nice.
So next round we'll have.
Yep.
another
Next round,
Dragon
one of us
City.
will have to spend an action to draw a lead.
I might be happy to do that.
You might be.
Might
Okay.
be.
Well,
I'm
we'll
not gonna-
find
I'm not gonna
out
commit myself
very
to it.
shortly if he will be happy or not. But it's upkeep phase now, so everybody gain a resource, draw a card.
Another card. Ooh.
I might have gone in a little too hard on the extra actions in this deck. Just saying.
I have another card, I think, that we haven't spoiled.
Another way.
Oh,
Another spoiler?
exciting.
Yeah.
Well, before we get there, we have to do the Mythos phase. So we need another Doom on the agenda. That's 2 out of 3 Doom.
Doom.
And everything's red again. I love it.
Oh yeah. Always red.
All right,
Okay.
there you go.
Lead by example. Passing everything. I have Mr. Trombley. Okay. Humanoid staff. Mr. Trombley will be spawning in the foyer. He's got Hunter and Force. After Mr. Trombley enters play, immediately resolve the Hunter and Patrol keywords on each other staff enemy in play. There are
none. Perfect.
Worked out great. The concierge regards you with a feverish, maddened expression. Did you request a wake-up call? Nope. Appreciate the ask.
All right, he's going to
So-
engage me right away.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
we're just handing right over. Great, that actually feels really good to me.
It does. Kind of wish I'd put one of those guns out yet, but that's fine. I drew Driven to Madness. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
If there are no humanoid enemies in play, gain Surge, but there is, and he's with me. Otherwise, attach Driven to Madness to the nearest humanoid enemy.
Oh no.
Attached enemy gets +1 fight, +1 health, and +1 evade. So he is now a 5/6/5. He loses aloof, and we cannot parlay with him. He doesn't have that ability anyway. But after someone evades him, we discard Driven to Madness. I'm not going to be evading. I'm going to be just shooting through all those stats he just got.
Sounds good.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh boy.
I feel bad for Mr. Trombley.
Yeah.
He started it.
He showed up and immediately
He
was driven
came
to
after
madness.
me.
Multiple HR violations. We want him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get him out of here.
I've got blood on your hands again. Test intellect 2. Increase the difficulty of this test for 1. But do we have any innocent enemies?
None.
No.
Okay, so that's fine. I do have a. Can I play a fast action during this?
I mean, I'm not sure what are you
I
looking
have.
to do?
I have Wills or Survive. Can I play that here?
Play only during your turn.
Okay,
so yeah,
got it.
you can.
Yeah. All right. All right, so going to test intellect 2,
And now you're back to your standard.
regular stats.
Marion is full on Lady Macbeth right now, just scrubbing her hands. Out, damn spot, out, I say. Oh, I don't know how that got in there.
What is
Would
it?
you like to show that to the camera? Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, that'd be a
-8.
We're playing on hard?
-8.
Yeah, we are.
No. We're
How
resetting.
dare you?
Don't look at
No.
me. He set up the chaos bag.
I did that.
I didn't know they made these.
We were feeling so
but
good. We
actually-
were doing such a good job with it. But
Go
yeah.
ahead and draw
you're
again.
good.
All right, if
We'll
you
let
say
you-
so.
Okay, yeah. I
if
was like,
you
wait, the
say so.
+1 came out. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
-1.
Yay.
Feels bad, though, doesn't it?
I mean, you still fail, but yay.
I still failed.
Yay.
Yay! Failed upwards. I
Oh,
failed
well.
upwards.
Yeah.
So you
Failed
take
by
two
less.
more, two
Yeah.
horror?
All right.
Ooh, that's not good.
That's not good.
That's not
That's
good.
not good.
Okay, hotel guest spawns at the nearest hall location, patrols to the nearest crime scene
So
location.
Marion took 2 more horror, so her sanity goes down 2 more.
You seem like you're feeling fine.
Yeah. Forced at the end of the enemy phase if hotel guest is at a crime scene location, add 1 doom to hotel guests. We don't. Well, we do care eventually, but
Yeah. They're innocent. We got to worry about them.
but we've got, we're not worried about the doom anyways, at least this round.
That's fair.
Correct. But then they have an action where you test will or intellect 3, and if you succeed, you discard them. So that's a parlay. So she's going to move to a crime scene, which the nearest one is the foyer right now, and then start to accrue doom. Start of the investigation phase. I feel like someone was predicting sunny weather.
Yeah, are we predicting high will from the south or, very, very nice agility from the east? What are we thinking? Or combat from the north?
Northern combat sounds great to me.
The north remembers. All right.
Yeah.
So everyone gets a +2 to combat for this round.
Perfect.
Nice.
Cool.
All
I
right.
hope I don't have to use it.
Hopefully
Now-
between Marion and Michael, we got this covered.
Yeah. I'm just debating how I want to go about that. I'm going to take an attack of opportunity no matter what from him. Unless someone comes in and engages him and evades him or something like that.
Do you want me to do the evidence thing first here? Would that matter?
Sure,
I
yeah.
think
Why
I
don't we
might
get that out of the way?
Get that done? I don't know. Do we still want clues, though, too? Because I can also do that. I guess we'll find out once we turn these clues in.
That's true.
Do
So I
you-
will get rid of...
Yeah, I mean,
I can do that as an action.
I think I'll
if
be
you
able to
want,
take
if you
care
want
of
to
him,
take more
especially
time
with +2
to
combat.
move in and
Okay.
evade him.
I would be happy to... Yeah, I could test and get rid of this hotel guest. Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah. Either that, or if you were going to help with Mr.
Oh.
Trombley so that Michael McGlenn doesn't take a bunch of
Well, and
damage.
also, point of note, too, the second floor hall and the restaurant are connected to each other as well.
Oh, I forgot about
So
that.
you can go right into there.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about him. Like, worst case scenario, I take 2 attacks from him this turn. It's not a big deal.
The way you say that, it feels like those are conflicting.
No, that's all right. I can afford 2 attacks from him right
Okay.
now. It's fine.
You hear the sounds of George Barnaby really trying to talk this hotel guest down from the restaurant, and you feel like you have to go help.
I got to get this hotel guest out of here. This poor hotel guest.
No, those coordinates are not for an ancient alien city.
I immediately jump over like, George, let me chat with this fine hotel guest. So I will parlay with them. Let's see. It's a test of 3. I'm a 4. I will discard well-dressed. And since it's for a parlay, I get 3 wilds, so that'll bring me up to
4 total.
4 total. You're right.
It gets 3 wilds, putting it at 4.
Wow, what a time. Then I'm at 8 on this 3.
Perfect.
Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing ever does in Arkham Horror. Nothing
Never.
ever goes wrong.
Especially when we're playing on
I feel
stream.
bold today.
This game
Well,
is really
here,
easy
let
and
me
nothing
put this
ever
back
goes
in the
wrong.
bag.
All right. 0.
0.
Great.
Hey.
Yeah. I chatted with this guest successfully, and they decided to just leave.
Yeah, they're like, I got better things to do
Yeah.
than listen to this guy prattle on.
Exactly. So that's 2 actions to get here. I have resources, so I don't know if I want to make an order with this.
I mean, you don't have any damage on
No, I don't.
you,
Oh yeah,
so
that's what it is. Yep, never
you
mind.
don't worry.
Yeah, you take
Yeah, I'm
1
chilling.
horror and heal 3 damage.
I actually would love to gain another resource so I can do something cool maybe next turn. If that works for everybody.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or I can spend it, because I don't have anything else to do. This might set you up better if I just do the evidence.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do the will test on here, so we might just not be able to do anything there. Yeah, I'd say go ahead and spend
Great.
clues.
I'll spend my 3 and your one of your 2. So
Okay.
Duke is left with 1.
So Lucius has 0 clues now. George has 1 clue, and we're getting our second evidence.
Evidence. What do we find here? An alien device. Machinations from beyond. Revelation put into play in my play area. Force, when I'm defeated, give control of alien device to another investigator. I'm not planning on getting defeated. So.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. Well, now we get to immediately advance the act because we control 2 leads.
Sweet.
It isn't much, but it's all you got. Your only real option now is to explore the rest of the hotel and see what you can learn. Put each of the set-aside locations into play. Remove the remainder of the leads deck from the game.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
Nick, you don't even have to listen to the instructions. It's like you designed
No,
this
it's
or
still, no,
something.
please keep reading. I still need it.
Depending on which lead assets are in play, shuffle 6 cards into the encounter deck as follows, along with the encounter discard pile.
So we have a locket.
And the device.
So we need Encephalon, Signal, and
And
the Chilling Presence.
Chilling presence, thank you.
Maybe he doesn't know it as well as we can.
I wasn't going to say.
I forget the names of the cards.
No,
but,
that's
so if
fair.
you want to shuffle these and the discard pile back into the deck,
Oh,
please.
I mean, I would like to not put another Noxious Fumes back in, but that's okay.
I mean,
We'll do what you say.
no one's judging you. It was Enchilada
That was
Night
everything?
at the Excelsior, so
Enchilada night.
God.
Okay, so we are adding 5 new locations to the map. We have the hotel roof, which is connected to the second floor hall. We have 2 more hotel rooms, room 212 and room 245. We have the office, which is connected to the foyer, and the basement.
wow, this hotel goes all the way to the top. Whatever we say.
Of the hotel.
The hotel.
All right, and then Act 2A is following leads. Thanks to the leads you discovered in the suite, you're fairly sure whoever framed you is still in the hotel. The only real question is where to find this person. Looking at the leads you've found, you feel like the answers are right in front of you. Objective, learn more about your leads by placing clues on them using abilities on certain locations. The more clues, the better. At the end of the round, you may choose to advance if each lead has at least 4 clues on it. Hint, if you wish to present this evidence to the police, you may wish to have at least 8 clues on each lead instead. So now is when we got to put our thinking hats on and look at, we have an alien device and a time-worn locket.
I'm not sure what the police are going to want to do with those.
Yeah.
I don't know, those are our leads though. So we gotta find the locations that are connected to those items and get clues on them.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That was the end of your turn, right?
That was the end of my turn.
'Kay.
Final action.
I'll go next. I was going to say first. I'll go next and try and deal with Mr. Trombley. So at the start of my turn, I reveal 2 cards from my Underworld Market deck. Ooh, I have the Lupara and the Mauser C96. I'm going to buy that Lupara. Thank you very much.
Nice.
And I'm at my hand size. So now, start of my turn, I automatically drain borrowed time. I have to do that, and I have 5 actions now this turn.
Ooh.
First action, I'm going to play the Lupara, which triggers an attack of opportunity. I take 2 damage and 1 horror. So Michael McGlenn is going to be down to 7 health and 4 sanity.
Your room keys, please, sir, says Mr. Trombley.
I like how chill he is still.
Yeah, despite me having a shotgun. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I played my Lupara. It was action 1 of 5. Action 2 of 5, I'm going to fire my Lupara. You don't need to see my keys. And I've got 5. I'm 7 to 5.
I think he's just doing his job. If you
You,
show
you're
up-
right.
Yeah.
He is. He
Just
is.
being a very
He's having
concerned
a
manager.
really bad day.
But he's driven to madness.
That's true.
I mean, anybody who's worked in the hospitality industry, I can understand. All right,
heard stories.
I'm 9 to 5 with good weather. I'm going to commit momentum
Wow.
to be 10 to 5.
Wow.
10 to 5. Can't fail.
We
can
should
I
put that
this
negative
other-
8 back
Oh, fine.
10 to 5. And I got the Elder Thing, which is -3, but that is a success. And the Lupara deals 3 damage to him because it just entered play this turn.
Someone said playing Lupara doesn't trigger attacks of opportunity?
Ooh.
You are correct.
Timothy Dugan, you get all of the things.
Yeah, Timothy Duncan, you get nothing, but Timothy Dugan, yes, thank you so much. You are right. It is my favorite rogue weapon, and here I am misplaying it. It wouldn't be a stream if I played all my cards properly.
True.
Yeah.
So I drew a -3, so I succeeded by 2. So momentum now affects my next skill test, giving me +2.
Love
so I'm
it.
going to fire again.
You also
5,
got good weather.
6,
Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 5 now.
That 5 over seemed excessive, but then when you pulled the -3, it all worked out.
Yeah.
And this is action 3 of 5. So I am, what did I say, 11 to 5? And he's dead. Just like that. Trombley has
I
been...
didn't even have to go over there.
Wow.
It's great.
No, you didn't. And he's a victory.
Victory. He is
so
victory.
he stays out.
Where do we want to put victory? Up
top-
above there?
Right up
Oh,
here.
yeah, that seems like a perfect spot. Put this down here.
Now I have 2 actions left. I'm going to put 2 more clicks back on borrowed time.
I didn't even need it this turn.
Didn't even need them. That's me. Whoever wants to go next.
Man, that was cool. That was,
Do you want to go
Thank you.
next?
That
Or,
was really
What am
cool.
I
Great
testing
turn.
for those clues at my location?
you'd be testing intellect. You could also, if you felt like you had some will boost, you could test the will to try and clean up the blood. But yeah, it's kind of up to you.
You could also just move around and explore the hotel and see if we can find the locations we need to...
Sure.
That could be big.
What do we got here? We've got the balcony. I don't know where that alien artifacts would be found, but
I don't know. Feels
I
like
can-
the roof, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Aliens come from above. It feels like that could be.
That's true. They do come
Good
from
spot.
above.
They do.
I guess I can play that fast action at any point, so I'll just save that. So yeah, I guess I'll go for my first action, move to the balcony.
Nice.
Balcony?
Yep.
Okay. A
What do we
crime
got?
scene. Okay, so at the sweet balcony, it's got an action where you can choose a humanoid enemy at sweet balcony to push them off and test combat or agility 4. If you succeed, you can defeat that enemy, essentially, because you pushed them off.
I would think I would rather test combat. That's my highest.
I mean, there's no enemies
Yeah,
here,
oh,
so.
Okay.
But there could be.
But if
I'm
they,
ready. I'm staying ready.
you are.
You're in
Okay.
prime pushing position.
Just waiting for somebody to come through.
To investigate for those clues, I need to test.
Yeah, you'd be 3 versus 2 if you wanted to.
That's not terrible.
I'll give it a shot.
No harm in trying.
Yeah.
Until there is.
Will Kramer's giving away our game.
Tablet. What are my tablet options? Minus?
-3, you may place one of your clues on your location to treat it as a -1 instead.
Nope. That's just a fail, dog.
Okay.
That's all right.
But now we know the balcony is not connected to any of the items because it doesn't have an ability that targets
big,
one.
yeah.
Took care of that for y'all. Do I want to just move back then? Because there's no other way to get.
Correct.
Yeah,
It is a
kind of
one
down.
connection location.
I'll move back to the room.
Okay.
And then I have one. No, is that my last action?
So you.
Moved, test, move. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
All right.
Okay.
Right,
Worst
George?
balcony ever.
Yeah.
Nix is back to 9 and 5.
Yes, sorry, Michael is a 9/5.
He did not
Okay.
end up taking any damage or hits sanity here.
This isn't what I would probably normally do, but I do really want to spoil a card for people, so I think this is spoiling. Okay, if it's not, I'm so sorry for getting your hopes up, but
Give the people what they want.
I'm going to try. I'm going to play a card called Ample Supplies. This is a 1 cost, 2 experience asset. I'll put it here in case we wanted to zoom in a little bit further. It's a supply, limit 1 per investigator, and it has uses, 2 supplies. Whoop, I'm going to move that there. Uses, 2 supplies. Reaction, after you discard 1 or more cards from hand, exhaust Ample Supplies. Place 1 supply on this card. And as a free action, you can discard Ample Supplies and move each supply on this card to your resource pool as resources. So,
Nice little econ card.
yeah, I got a crate full of bananas and rope and apples.
So ample.
Jealous.
You're just like, well, I have something better for this restaurant. Okay, so first action was playing that. Second action, I'm going to play Glimmer of Hope from my discard pile to add it back to my hand. And then we've drawn all the leads, right? So we want to get more clues on these leads.
Yes.
Probably a good plan. That is what it's asking.
That is what it is
100% a
asking,
good
yes.
All right, but we don't know how to get the clues on the leads, do we?
Correct.
So I
Oh, and
guess-
point of note, all the locations are available to us except for the office and room 212. So this one says the door to room 212 is locked. You cannot enter room 212 from the second floor hall. However, second floor hall gains action test agility 4 to attempt to pick the lock. If you succeed, reveal room 212 and immediately move into it.
I feel like that is a foreboding thing. Might be something of note behind that door.
I would like to go in there. I got good agility.
And also, the door to the office is locked. You cannot enter the office unless you control the manager's key, which none of us have.
Curses.
However, basement gains action test agility 3 to attempt to pick the lock. If you succeed, reveal the office and immediately move to it. So we have an extra way into the office via the basement, should we so choose.
Options.
George has one more action, and I'm going to tell you, y'all, ample supplies is card number 89.
Ooh, good call.
So thorough.
So
Chat.
thorough. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I could do something that maybe contributed to the good of the group, but George is sitting here and he's knocking back another tumbler of whiskey, and I'm going to draw a card.
I love that you announced that you could do something helpful and immediately followed it with, but I won't be doing that.
That's not for me.
That's your turn then?
That is.
That's everybody then. So up,
Yeah, it
right?
is. Yeah,
Upkeep.
Upkeep.
Gain a resource, draw a card.
Resources and cards.
Oh, I drew one of my many weaknesses in this deck. I am self-centered, multiplayer only, put self-centered into play in your threat area. You cannot commit cards to other investigators' skill tests or affect other investigators with player card effects, except aspects that cause damage or horror. Double action, discard self-centered. Okay, well, actions aren't a thing for me, so that's fine.
Great.
It's time.
Okay.
And then Mythos phase.
Darkness falls.
Duke, I'll let you
Okay.
read that for us, and then those are...
Arousing suspicions. As you retrace your steps to make sense of the situation, there is a pounding on the door to the suite. "This is the police," a stern voice calls out. "We got reports of a disturbance. Open up." Put the set-aside Sergeant Monroe into play in the foyer. So Sergeant Monroe goes
yes.
in the foyer. Spawn one set-aside Arkham officer enemy at the second floor hall. If there are 3 or 4 investigators in the game, spawn another set-aside Arkham officer enemy at the foyer. Then shuffle each other set-aside Arkham officer enemy into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. The lead investigator, that's you, Lucius,
Oh no.
draws the set-aside "What have you done?" weakness. For each of the following circumstances that is true, place 1 clue on room 225 from the token bank and place 1 doom on an Arkham officer. All right, so we got to put an extra clue. Oh wait, okay, I'm going to read it. The investigators have not cleaned up the blood, which
Oh no.
We did not clean up
we
the
did
blood.
not do. Okay,
I'm in
And-
the right spot again. I'll take care of it.
we put a doom on an Arkham officer. Which Arkham officer do we want to put it on? Here or?
So we can parlay with them using our willpower to get Doom off of them.
Yeah.
all great at willpower, I'm realizing. That was sarcastic.
Yeah, I think we're all 2s or 3s.
Yep.
So I guess put it on the 1 down here in the foyer.
The investigators have not hid the body, but we did, and they have not tidied up the room, which we did. Thank you so much, Marion,
Okay.
for your murder
Everything.
All right.
and subsequent cleaning up. All right. There's you. There's you. There's you. There's me.
Right. Please. Violent outburst. Revelation. If there are no humanoid enemies in play, there are.
There sure are.
So let's go. Otherwise, the nearest humanoid enemy readies, moves, 1 location at a time, until it reaches my location, engages me, and immediately makes an attack.
So you have 2 Arkham officers to choose from, the one with Doom or the one without Doom. Which one are you taking?
Oh boy. I think I want the one from the second floor hall because that's where I want to head next. So if I can evade him here.
Okay, he hits
That'd
you
be
for
great.
1.
Okay.
That-
Just a little 1 brings me down to 8.
So Lucius is at
Or
8,
7. It was 8. Now
at
it is
7 health. I too drew Violent Outburst.
Oh, cool.
So why don't you discard that, and this one is the nearest one to me, so he engages me and hits me for 1. So Lucius is down to 7 health, Michael McGlenn is down to 8 health.
This guy's got violent immediately.
Treachery bit's not blood on my hand. Driven to madness.
Oh.
Curse. If there are no humanoid enemies in play, which there sure are.
There are.
Driven to madness gains surge.
So it doesn't,
Okay, great. Otherwise, attach Driven to madness to the nearest humanoid enemy.
which you take your pick, mine or
Yeah.
Lucius's, because
Okay,
they're
that's the nearest to
equidistant.
me.
Yep.
And they will get +1 fight, +1 health, and +1 evade, and it loses aloof. and you cannot parlay with it.
So I'm going to suggest, because if you notice, if I may make a suggestion,
Yeah, I'm ready.
the officers have innocent on them. So we don't, and when they have victory 0, so we don't want to be putting them in the victory display.
Yeah.
And that card makes it so we can't parlay them,
Yep.
but its forced effect, if I remember right, says after you evade.
It's after you evade, you can discard.
So I'm going to guess we should put it on there.
Yeah, I was planning to evade that guy
Perfect.
anyway. This works out well.
So now his evade value is a 3 instead of a 2.
And if you evade him well enough, you'll get a clue.
Yeah.
I want the clues so bad. Yep, I'm doing it.
Great.
And
Well,
I
there was
got,
that for you.
Yeah.
ooh, chilling presence. It's got creepy ghosty. Revelation. Test. Will 3. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror. For each point you succeed by, you may deal 1 damage to a Geist enemy at your location. There are no
Geist
Geist enemies.
Ooh. Spoilers.
Let's see.
Geist
No
and
Geist
humanoids.
enemies yet.
I'm going to, Will 3 versus my Will of 2. I'm going to discard this card using Cornered, drawing another one with my... Oh no! I got a weakness!
Oh,
Okay, before we move
you
on...
had all these cards in play. And you still managed to.
Okay, before I continue with the skill test, everyone, I don't think that we spoiled any of the new weaknesses either. From the
I don't think we have, so this is another one.
Consider this Christmas, or Christmas after Christmas. I'll put this down here about where we are allowed to put these. This is Down and Out. It's a basic weakness, hardship trait. Revelation, put Down and Out into play in your threat area. Forced when your turn ends, if you did not take either a draw or resource action this round, take 1 horror and shuffle Down and Out back into your deck. As an action, either spend 3 resources or choose and discard 3 cards from your hand to discard this card. So
So it's going to keep coming back to bug you until you do that action
yeah,
on the bottom.
that's real feels bad, Down and Out. Real feels bad. But anyways, I'm still in the middle of this other skill test, being scared. So Will of 3 versus my Will of 4. I'm going to commit Cornered from my hand to this. Will of 5 versus 3.
Where are you getting the +2 from?
I discarded Cornered, which got me this card and then got
Oh,
the
got
weakness
it.
in
Got
front
it.
of me.
Yep, I missed that you committed the other one.
Yeah. So I'm 2 over. Lucius, you don't want to commit any will icons to anything. You shouldn't. You deserve better.
I appreciate it.
0. Oh, I passed.
Yeah.
It's all good. Okay. Well, that was that.
All right.
That's that.
And you saw your new weakness. You read what that does?
Yeah, I'm not parlaying. I'm not talking anymore. I'm just running around, scurrying.
No time. No time.
There's no time. I'm gonna get this.
Before I forget, to the chat, Cold Toes in specific, and all y'all amazing people, the number for Down and Out is 126.
Love it.
Anyways, keep going.
All right. Yes. So
details.
I want to get away from this Arkham officer as quick as I can. I think. So I am going to pay 2 for Slip Away,
Nice.
which is a nice little card here. So evade. I will add my here to my skill value for this evasion attempt, which is a 4 on top of my 5, so 9. If I succeed by 2 or more and the evaded enemy is non-elite, it does not ready during the next upkeep phase. So that'd be great. So
It would
let's.
be nice.
That'd be wonderful for us, right? We'd all love this.
Oh yeah, let me read what the Arkham officers actually do here. So they're
Yeah.
3/3/2, 3 fight, 3 health, 2 evade. They're aloof, so they do not normally engage us, and they have patrol to the nearest location with clues. And then forced at the end of the enemy phase, you move 1 clue move 1 clue to Arkham officer from its location, flipping it to its doom side. So they're going to suck up clues and turn them into doom.
Yeah, let's not let him do that as
Right.
much as possible. So I'm a 9 on I believe it's a 3 now, right? Is
Yes, Driven to Madness takes it 3.
All right.
Sorry about that.
If I succeed, no, it's cool. If I succeed by 2 or more, though, discover a clue as well. Let's do it.
Multitasking. Or not succeed.
That hurts.
Just
I was having a really good run, and I knew it couldn't
no, he
last.
stays out. You
yeah,
gotta
he
try
stays
and
out.
evade him
Yes,
again.
Right? Yeah. I don't know why I was doing.
yeah,
that.
you're just doing it
I'm
again.
doing it again without the 4.
Once more with feeling.
Yeah.
It's still a 3. That's terrible for me. Let's discard another quick-witted, but I do have another quick-witted in my discard pile, so it gains another copy of it. So that'll be I am a 7
Yep.
on a 3.
Seems
Beautiful. And I can't fail twice in a row.
Seems almost
That's
as good as
true.
last time.
Yeah.
-3, so you're 4 to 3 now.
All right. We're in good shape. So he is evaded.
And
If you
Driven to
wanted to
Madness
get a
is
3
discard.
clue, you could book a verse this to be 2 over.
And then I gain the clue and it'll come right back. You're right. I will spend it off Book of Verse I get my clue still, so I will have 1 clue. This goes right back on Book of Verse, but I do have +2. I evaded by 2 or more, so I will discover another clue.
Wow.
So now he will now be hoovering up all of our clues and turning them into Doom.
That gets discarded.
This part goes away. He's still there, and unfortunately, I didn't do well with Slip Away, so we're just,
I think you just get the 1 clue, don't you?
right?
Because this draws you a card.
Oh, yes, that one draws me a card. That's my
Well, his ability was to get the clue.
Yeah, but he
Oh.
shouldn't. But you grabbed 2 clues from here, right?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh,
I
yeah,
grabbed 2.
yeah,
It's just a
one.
card.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Tasty.
Yes. Tasty. So then I guess I get out of here then? But I don't know if that's actually good.
You have 1 action left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we need to open up more locations. Like that's our goal right now.
Can't open anything up anyway.
Not in 1 move. No, you
Yeah,
can't.
so I'll just go back to the second floor hall.
Okay. Well,
hang
you
out
can
there.
move from here if you want. You got the free move.
Oh, yeah.
It's connected to the roof and to room 245.
But do I have to do this action to go into 212?
To,
Yeah.
to go into 212,
I'll
you
go to
do.
the roof. I'll
Okay.
I'm doing so well on my test.
No
Nice one.
card.
No card.
Fine.
We're on the roof.
So the roof is a 3 shroud, 4 clue location. Action, test agility, or combat 4. If you succeed, move to either room 212, room 225, or room 245. You can climb down from the roof.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then also action, test will 3. If you succeed, move any number of clues controlled by investigators at this location to alien device if it is in play. So you found our alien device location.
Yay.
I'm going to be hanging out at the roof for a little
Sure.
while.
Yeah.
It's ancient aliens.
It's interesting.
They're after us. Jinkies.
Well, that's my turn. I evaded them, so
Okay.
you were with me. So yeah, you're welcome. You know.
We were all
George
there.
is not thankful. I had this in hand, says. But I'm thankful as a player.
I appreciate it.
So I don't want to gun down the police officer. I want to try and get away from him to keep innocence out of the victory display. But looking at my hand, I don't have many options for doing things other than gunning people
I
down.
know the feeling.
I mean, I think Michael McGlynn's a gangster. I think it's
Lean into
perfectly-
it is what you're saying?
I'd say lean into it.
All right.
dramatic.
Start of
Blow 'em
my
away,
turn. Look at the top
Blow 'em
2
away.
cards. Contraband and Mauser C96. I don't want any of that. I want Contraband, but I don't have the resources to play it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bury both of those. Start of my turn, I have to empty borrowed time to get 2 extra actions, so I'm sitting on 5 actions this turn. Just as a flex move, I'm going to play Ace in the Hole and gain 3 more, so I have 8 actions this turn.
That's insulting to everyone at this table.
If I had 2 more resources, or 1 more resource, I could go up to 9 actions this turn. I wanted to do this when I had a whole suite of guns in play. I don't have the
You
guns
got a
in
table
play
full
yet.
of show. You got some show offs at
You're
this
Mr.
table.
Guns. You got to
Yeah.
do
I
it.
am. I got 2 more in hand. I'm broke. Oh, I didn't do his ability when I fired it last
You're
time.
broke. Your action economy.
I could just spend
you could
8
just-
actions to gain 8 resources, I
Yeah,
suppose. I
that's
could do
a bank
that.
job in itself.
It is. Okay, so we're going to fight. We're going to fight this officer. And I'm going to commit warning shot and momentum. So I'm. Oh, good weather's gone, by the way. I don't get that +2 combat anymore. So I'm 5,
Stormy.
6, 7 to 3. Can I get
disgusting.
the bag, por favor, please?
I am disgusted by your character right now.
That is my goal, is to disgust you all.
So many cards in both of your play areas. I just
That's
don't know
Marion,
what's
though.
going
Honestly,
on.
that's how you play Marion. Is very little
That's
in the
true.
play area. 7 to 3. Well, that's a fail. Yikers, with an auto fail there. So I missed
Good
my
thing you
attack.
have more actions.
Yeah, I can just keep
Always try
swinging.
again.
All right,
Yeah.
5 to 3 now. So I'm +2. 5 to 3. That's a fail.
No, is it?
I can place. It is a
yeah.
-3. I can place a clue on my location to give it -1 instead. I don't have
forgot
any
you don't have a clue
clues.
anymore.
Yeah. So what am I? I'm down to 7 actions. No, I'm down to 6 actions. Punching again. 5 to 3. This is not how I want to spend my turn, by the way.
-0.
That is a hit for 1 damage. I got to do that 2 more times.
Palpable hit.
Is that what you're supposed to do with him? Is just have a bunch of actions so you can keep
No,
failing
you're
tests?
not.
Or...
No,
I
I
just
mean,
want to
that's
know.
how I play Michael. Hang on,
is
I'm
a
losing
very
track
weird
here.
deck.
This was. It is like I said, fever dream.
Love it. I love
So
it.
I had 8. I'm down to 5. I'm using resources to count my actions. I need the visual. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is action
I'm obsessed with this. This is amazing.
5.
5.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I have 5 left. No, I have 4 left. Because I fought and failed, fought and failed, fought and succeeded. 2 up. Failed. All right. Fight again.
Do it again.
2 up. I really wanted these actions for other things. I failed again.
Continue.
Yep. Thank you. 2 up.
Yep. Got you.
I am sweating. This is not good.
This is kind of, yeah, it's
Is this a
sad.
I would say, is this a record for amount of times failed in one turn?
Specifically
on stream?
from Nick about fighting. Like, I don't see this happening.
Last
Nick.
one. Here we go.
We can do it.
I can do it. I'm 2 up. That's gone. Yeah, this is my last action. I did not. What a waste of a turn. Cultist, what are you? -1 if there's an innocent in the victory display. Revealing it. There's not one yet, but there's about to be. He is in the victory display. We have 1 innocent in the victory display.
Oh,
That was
Nick.
8 actions to deal 3 damage, ladies and gentlemen. Michael McGlenn.
Nobody can do it like you can.
Borrowed time should have so many tokens on it right now, but I can't. All right, that's me. Someone else recover.
Wow.
Boy.
Yes, and wow, indeed.
I'm thinking about how cool this could be.
Yes, think of how cool this could have been. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what matters. Is we're showing what can be.
Yeah.
Not what
It's
happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
about
Not what was.
We'll show you what not to do.
Yeah, that also.
Yes, correct.
That was fun though.
Was it?
Let us know. Did you
fun
find
for
that
us.
fun?
That was fun.
It was fun for
Us
us.
three had a great time.
Yeah.
I
You
enjoyed
want home, maybe,
watching
too?
that.
Whose turn next? Come on, let's move on. Let's get
Let's
going.
move on. Let's
We're
ignore
taking-
what
these
just
turns are
happened.
taking
Forget
too
about
long.
it. Yeah.
I wonder why.
All right. Let's see.
Were you ready to go?
I'd say you go next if you want.
I was going to keep moving around.
Yeah, do
really.
it.
So how do I get over to room 22? Or we've already been to that one.
212 is the one you have.
This one's locked.
Yeah.
So you either have to pick the lock with agility or climb down with combat. Or you can just go to room 245, which is unlocked.
Let's do that one.
Okay. Do you want to do it as 1 action?
Can I?
You can. You just have to reveal a token and see if you draw an encounter.
You'll be fine.
That's an encounter card.
Oh boy.
Nice.
It might be an enemy, and then you have stuff to do.
Just,
That's fine.
just that.
It's treachery, violent
Oh.
outburst, cursed. There are humanoid enemies in play, correct?
There is one.
Okay.
More than. Oh yeah. That's
So
just-
I don't need to search the encounter tag and discard and draw it.
Nope, but you have to do something else.
Yeah.
Nearest humanoid enemy readies moves 1 location at a time until it reaches your location, engages you, and makes an immediate attack.
Hi, friend.
Well, these cops are, oh man, they're just locking us down. All right, so he attacks you, so you take 1 damage.
Okay.
So that puts Marion down
To
1 on the health.
7.
Down to 7.
Still
Yep.
acceptable.
I
Yeah.
think
Leave
we're
my sanity alone.
going rogue here. Not Michael McGlenn rogue, but in slap that guy rogue.
Yeah, can I do it?
Yeah, we don't
I
care.
mean, we've already broken the seal by putting 1 in there, so I think go for it.
Is it now my turn to take action?
What do you mean?
You
Yeah.
have, you have 2.
You have,
Oh, I
have
bet I
one
moved.
action.
I moved.
Oh, you have 2 actions left. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. What are these?
Now you have
events?
so many choices. You
I
went from
know.
no choices.
I'm
to,
well, I'm just looking at all these events I want to play, but they have conditionals.
And
Let's
what
see.
is room 245, by
Oh,
the way?
yeah.
Well,
Room
so
245 says action test intellect 3. Only the top card of your discard pile may be committed to this skill test. Place it on the bottom of your deck after this test resolves. If you succeed, move any number of clues controlled by investigators in room 245 to the time-worn locket if it is in play. So just like that, you found our other location.
Nice.
Yeah,
Just like you planned it.
just like
It's
we
like I
planned
planned
it.
it.
The chat just said the first murder is always the hardest. It is.
Okay, so I'm going to fight that cop, right? Is he still in my location?
Yep, he's
Yeah,
engaged with
he's
you right
right
He's
there.
engaged me. Hi. Okay, 3 to 4. I'm going to play Will to Survive so that at least I can take the Chaos token out of that.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I have to play a skill test to do that. So can I also play Long Shot to
Yeah.
fight? Okay, so and then if it's successful, I'll deal 1 damage to that.
Yeah. You don't
Okay.
reveal chaos tokens.
Yeah.
For this.
Yeah.
So you don't
Not
have
at all.
to
You
get
don't
your
have
hand
to.
out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Don't touch
This
it.
is your will to survive.
So I did it?
Well, okay, so you're attacking at 4 versus 3.
Yep.
You don't reveal chaos tokens, so you do 2 damage to him.
Okay.
And then you got 1 more action.
And then, yeah, does long shot deal that additional damage?
Yep.
It-
So you
it
hit
did,
for
yeah.
one, and then
Okay.
long shot hits for another one.
Okay.
And then you got one more action to just slap him.
Can I just slap him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without
need to-
chaos
do I need to-
tokens.
Do I need
Yeah.
to pull from that? No.
No.
So he's dead?
He's
So
gone.
he's gone.
Yay!
Nice.
Get out of here.
Take that.
And is that going to victory? No, it's victory
Yep.
0.
Yeah,
He still
zero.
goes there.
All
Yep.
right.
Still counts
Sorry.
against us. That-
It's technically the third murder after Mr. Trombley, but no one liked him. So yes, it's the second
Oh, and I
murder.
did play. I did play an event, so I can pull another card.
Correct.
So I have that for me.
Is
for
Will
later.
to Survive fast?
Yes.
No.
Will to Survive is fast.
Oh yes.
Okay. Yeah.
it is.
Perfect.
So I'm
oh,
good.
but you moved. Yeah. So that is
Yes.
your turn.
Yep.
It was a
Okay.
nice double move.
Yeah. That was a great double move.
George is just having a really good time here, but I guess he'll get some clues. Why not?
Nice.
He's gonna go. He doesn't want to get any more from that restaurant. He's gonna go to the second floor hall. Very, low key. He's gonna wing it. So it's a 1 versus my 5. 1 versus my 5. I wonder if I'll succeed. Yes, I did.
Mm.
All right, so I played that
Must
from
be
my
nice.
discard pile. It's really nice in the succeeds more than you club.
You just
Yeah, but I tested more than you.
just take all the fails for
Yeah,
us.
but
Just
I'm a-
soak
Yeah.
all the fails,
Mhm.
and
The fun
then the
part
rest
is
of us
I
can do
soaked
better.
them all for the next couple rounds.
Yep.
Yeah. The fun part is reaching in the bag and finding out what your fate is. So Nick's actually having the most fun.
I am
Yeah.
having the
Yeah.
most fun.
Yeah. Okay, so that was my second action. I'll shuffle that in at the end. And, I'll just head up here to be best friends with my buddy Lucius.
Hey, how's it going?
I heard you were composing a new poem.
Absolutely. It's about this alien device on the roof.
I think that has legs.
No, really, a device has legs. Watch out. No, that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
so.
Everybody gain a resource, draw a card.
Oh, and then when my turn ends,
I had 8 actions last turn. I was really hoping to use 2 of them to get rid of this.
Sure would have been nice.
George is at 6 sanity remaining, by the way. Okay. All right. So Doom.
Yep. 1 out of 12.
Oh no, that's
oh,
a
no,
clue.
flipped it.
All right, here you go.
Oh boy, oh boy. This will be our last round.
Okay.
That's what I have to call it, but I'm sure bad things can happen before then. So, let's find out. Hotel guest, cool. Spawn in the nearest hall location. That'll be the second floor hall. Aloof and patrol. Forest at the end of the enemy phase. If hotel guest is at a crime scene location, add 1 doom to hotel guest. We can parlay, test will or int. 3, if you succeed, discard hotel guest.
Yep. So she's going to go investigate the crime scene on her own. And we got to say, no, don't do that.
I don't think hotel guests should investigate crime scenes.
Well,
as a
I don't think they
general rule,
should. Yeah, no, I agree. Encephalon signal, this is peril, so nobody else can help me.
Don't worry, we weren't going to.
Got it. Revelation, place 1 doom on otherworldly meddler if it is in play. It is not. Another spoiler. And test will 4. If you fail, you must either do one of those 2 things. Okay, I'm just testing 3 to 4 on will, so.
You're not, yeah, nobody can help you.
Nope, that's fine. I came and helped myself. -4, I failed. So I have to
Ouchie.
either take 2 horror or deal 2 damage to an investigator or humanoid enemy at my location. So I'm either taking 2 damage or 2 horror.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 damage. So Michael McGlenn is going to go down to 6 health.
Nice.
Yeah, I got voice in Sing Sing, he says.
Does
Your
he?
turn. Yeah.
That does sound like him.
There's so many
Yeah.
accents we've heard of you today. I also have a hotel guest. Spawn in the nearest hall location.
Which would be the same as the other one.
All right.
Great.
All right, and then if it's at a crime scene location at the end of the enemy phase, we will add a doom.
That's fair. They're all gathering in the hallway. There's a lot of hullabaloo out here.
Yeah, they're like, did you hear everything that went down?
Yeah.
I was gonna
Sounded
say,
like one person punched 8 times and only hit 3 times.
based on the cracks in this wall, I deduced that there were 5. Wait, we've got almost the full Scooby
They're all
gang
coming
right
out.
there.
They're like, what's going on?
Did you all hear that?
We're like, get back in your rooms.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous out here.
Is there a trio of well-known fictional detectives out there? I'm trying to think.
Trio? I mean, we got.
Did the Three Stooges ever?
They probably did. They probably stumbled into a investigation.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
There you go. I was thinking we got most of the Scooby-Doo gang here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're missing. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Where's Shaggy though?
Yeah.
Shaggy was Mr.
Shaggy and
Trombo.
Scooby are in the restaurant.
That's where it was.
where they are.
Where the snacks are.
Right. All right. Are we finishing the round out, or?
Yeah, let's finish the round with let's do our last bit of actions in case we found some cool cards while we were drawing.
Sure.
So now it's the end of the enemy phase.
Now it's the end of the Mythos
Mythos
phase, and we go to the Investigator
There
phase.
we go.
Who would
Everything's
like
green.
to go first? I'll go first because I'll be quick because I don't think I have the money to do anything. So let's just see.
perfect.
I reveal 2. I got the British Bulldog and the Derringer, the 18 Derringer. I'll take the British Bulldog. Neither of them are getting played this turn because I am broke.
Broke.
That's not how this deck was intended to work. First action.
To the chat, Michael may not have killed an enemy, but he sure dealt structural damage to the hotel.
Yeah, I'm down here remodeling the foyer is what I'm doing.
The hotel is now known as structural damage at the Excelsior Hotel.
I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to spend 2 actions to get rid of self-centered, and 1 action to put a click on borrowed time. So next turn, I'll get 4 actions.
Nice.
Which will happen, but definitely will happen,
Yeah,
but you
we're
won't see
gonna
on
keep
stream.
playing.
Sorry.
You guys just aren't going to see it.
Sorry.
We'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many more misses we have?
Yeah.
I am just going to investigate our location. I didn't draw any of the cool cards mentioned.
Fine.
We have a 3 shrouds. I'm going to fast play Magnifying Glass, so I have +1 to my int. I'm at 3 or 5 on a 3 here. That feels medium. I will discard this other Magnifying Glass to make it a 6 on a 3. And maybe I'll succeed by 2, so I can grab an extra clue. Absolutely not. But I can spend. I was up 3, so I can spend Book of Verse.
Yep.
Haha.
To succeed, and I succeeded by exactly 0, so I'll draw a card. So I do get 1 clue,
Okay. So
Green.
Lucius has 2
clues.
clues now.
and this goes right back to Book of Verse because I did get my first clue for the round. And then I'm still going to discard because got to spend this money in hand. Let's go ahead and do Perception. So if I succeed, draw a card. Feels great. Please again.
So you're 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
So you're 4 to 3. You succeed by 1.
I succeed by 1, but I want to succeed by 2. So I'm going to actually spend the 1 off Book of Verse.
Okay.
I will not come back to me this time, but that's okay. I get 2 clues for this one.
Wow.
That feels great. I was like, if I can just get all these clues,
Yeah, it's
it
great.
feels really fun for me. And so, I also succeeded. So that's another card to hand. And let's discard this fingerprint kit for 2 more.
Nice. So 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3 again.
7 to 3 again. All we need is just like a regular success. Nothing crazy here.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Whoa.
-3 because there's 3 guests in play. Skull is
Oh, in
-1 for
play?
each guest in play. There's 3. So that puts you at 4 to 3.
4 to 3, so that's great. And I got the last clue, which is exactly
Thing
what
we've
we
learned
asked for.
this game,
5
it's
clues.
really good to overbuff.
Yeah.
because
Yes.
Everything bad keeps happening.
Don't overbuff too much, though,
Yeah.
and then you immediately go back to fail.
Yeah.
Well, you want to buff the skill test, not just the number of actions you're taking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I can go.
Go for it.
I'm going to play first Ready for Anything. Since I drew an enemy in the enemy phase, I can draw, I believe, 2 cards instead of 1.
Nice.
Ooh.
And then I can heal 1 horror,
Yep.
which would be nice. So I can go back up to now 3.
3 sanity for Marion.
Nice. Got some more cards here.
And you played an event,
I did. I know.
so you can trigger Marion's ability.
Do I get to pull another card?
You do.
Is that my hand size? Yep. Okay. Sitting pretty.
Wow.
Okay. And I'm going to play Emergency Cash and gain 3 resources.
Very nice.
Because I definitely will need them in the round we play after this.
Exactly.
Who wouldn't?
And
Now you have 2 actions left.
I know.
Oh, wow, that's a good turn.
Should I go try and move towards those enemies? Should I just try and gain some clues? Should I move somewhere else? What do you think I should do?
Well, this is a Shroud 2 location, so I think that's the lowest Shroud we've seen is 2.
Yep.
So if you think you can hit a Shroud 2 on Investigate, I mean, we can use more clues.
Best odds for a Guardian, probably.
Probably.
I don't think I have anything I can commit to that. I have Determined. Can I commit?
You can. That's
Yeah.
a wild, yep.
Okay. All right, let's go for it.
All right.
So it's 2 versus my 2 plus 1?
4.
4, okay. Is that plus 1?
3 plus
You're
1.
3 plus 1.
All
Yeah.
right, let's see. Tablet, what's tablet?
-3, you can place one of your clues on your location to get -1 instead.
No.
I don't have any clues to
Well,
that.
then sorry.
Well, it's really sad. Do I get one more action?
Yep, you have
Oh,
one
let's do it
action left.
again.
There you go. So 3
sorry,
to 2.
Sorry, determined. I don't think I can commit anything else to this. Everything else is fighty.
Yep.
Fair.
-3. If you fail and there's an innocent enemy in the victory display, take a horror.
Well, I'm so glad I healed that one time.
Yeah.
I'm back down, yep, to 2. We didn't even need to update it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Perfect.
I guess George gets the last.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a very Scooby-Doo moment where he goes into the hallway and, like, I imagine, like, the Scooby-Doo run past the gang right there. I'm going to draw a token from the Chaos bag. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. -2, no encounter card. And I'll go join you, Marion, right there.
Nice.
All right, for my second action, I'm going to investigate 2 versus my 5. I'm going to commit 2 versus my 6 and 2 versus my 7 just because I feel like being extra right now.
Yeah.
Because you haven't been extra all this game.
Yes.
You've been the only one of us who
He's
has
been a-
gone so extra. Like, let's
Yeah.
be
A
honest.
modicum of restraint this whole
Just
game.
George, yeah.
Just George.
Just George.
Just George. I'll get
Nice.
that. So I got mad clues. Oh.
So two more clues for George.
Bringing
Yep.
George to 5. That's
And
pretty
so,
nice.
because I committed his skill, after the skill test resolves, you may swap any number of cards beneath George Barnaby with the same number of non-weakness cards in your hand. So I'm going to bring my sweet nautical charts back to my hand and replace that with a different glimmer of hope.
Nice.
And then, so for my last action, I'm going to discard nautical charts from my hand, doing my weird thing, getting another card back, and I get 6 versus 2.
Discarding nautical charts to investigate with.
Yes.
Is what you're doing. Okay.
Yes. Oh, but it went under there. I passed, and I will discard another card from my hand to get the other clue.
So now Barnaby has 7 clues.
Haha, take that.
We're so good at finding clues.
I
Take
know.
that,
Well.
clues. Mystery.
Yeah, we are actually.
Yeah,
We're the
you and
clue.
I-
You're
that-
very good at
take that
getting
mystery.
yeah.
Take
Perfect
that
team.
shroud.
All right.
All right.
Well, I believe that would bring us to the upkeep phase.
Yeah.
But since we're not going to be playing another round on stream, we'll call it there. So thank you 3 for joining us today to play with some of these new investigators. Be sure to let us know in the comments what you all think of these and who you're excited to play as always. But we will see you all, in the coming months when we get to play through some of the Drowned City scenarios. I know Duke, Nick, I'm sure you both are very excited. Kate, would you be willing to come back
Of
and play
course.
some games?
Of
Okay,
course.
good.
Maybe it's Gloria.
Ooh.
Probably, that seems a
okay.
little bit expert for me. Maybe,
No.
maybe Duke.
Gloria is good for you.
All right,
Gloria's
all
good for
right.
you. You'd be a great Gloria. That's
Yeah.
what we're hearing. All right. Well, thank you all at home for joining us today, and we will see you all next time. Thanks again.
Thanks, everybody.